Hello, Maddie. How are you? I can't hear you.
Sorry,
No worries.
I got called in at the last minute here.
Oh,
I meant to give you more notice, but we just kind of fly along from one thing to the next.
Really? No. As I'm over here trying to, we're being recorded, but like, there's lots of mini fires going on our other side.
That's what I was seeing. So that's why I was like, if you got to go put out fires, I got you. I understand.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of little things that are coming up.
did you get my Slack, Heather?
What did you say? Looking. Oh, very good. Like afterward or
Yes.
what? Like jam, like notes, or what are we thinking? I don't actually know.
Oh, I don't know what that meant. He just said, hey, tell Heather since she's recording, because he's like, are you recording? And I was like, no, I don't have the rights. I go, so I think that'll be Heather.
Oh, okay. So he could post at least the. Got it. But sometimes we have like Evan edit this beginning stuff out for it. So it might be a minute before we have that ready.
Gotcha. Which makes sense.
valleyair.org drive clean in the San Joaquin /rebate.
Hello, Nancy. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, thank you.
Hi, SB. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Doing good. Thank you.
Had the other people responded about the meeting or no?
So I would normally know that, SB, except that Stephanie is not here today. She generally gets all the sort of the replies and a little bit of the
Okay.
kind of booked it. So I am not entirely, although we'd had such a great meeting last week and I chatted about this. Thought folks.
Oh, that's true.
Hopefully it doesn't mean they got their fix then and don't come today.
We can give them a couple more minutes.
Yeah, we can just in terms of seeing if they're going to show up or not, right?
Mhm.
Hi, Tanisha.
Hello.
was trying to think if there was anything else that was going on today, right?
That's all for you, Tanisha.
Oh, I like your background, Heather. That's cute.
There you go.
It's very much with the spring theme.
My favorite flower. Actually, I could turn off my background and you'd see a picture on the wall in my office here too.
And you have the earrings too.
Oh my gosh, I forgot I was wearing those. Yeah,
Look at it. See, they
These
like
were,
match. No, you can leave the background because then you have the earrings.
these were handmade in Mexico. My best
Really?
friend's mom brought them back for me. Yeah.
Oh wow, those are nice.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Thank you. Forgot I was wearing it.
Sunflowers and squirrels,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
what you
yeah.
will find in
Squirrels.
Heather's office.
And squirrels.
My office is messy, but I'm going to show it to you. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, so there's the sunflower.
Oh yeah, you have the flowers. Mhm.
And
There's
then,
a tail of the squirrel you can see. Yep.
and then lots of squirrels. Squirrels are kind of everywhere in here.
Oh my gosh.
It is a thing.
I
It's a
have-
whole backstory.
I'm at my mom's home office, you know, since I've been taking care of her, but at the office, I have bears. So, but I
Okay.
usually like move them, you know, because then they're like, oh, why should have stuffed animals, you know?
Have you ever seen Over the Hedge?
Mm-mm.
It's a is it Pixar? I don't even know. It's an animated movie. It's a ways back, right before anime movies became incredible like they kind of are now, but it's still a good one. Let's see. Over the Hedge came out in 2006, so it's been a minute. And,
Yeah.
in that movie there is a squirrel called Hammy. His name is Hammy, and that is my alter ego. And Hammy drinks this like soda juice in the movie, and he goes crazy and gets all hyper, and I'm like, yeah, that's funny.
Oh my gosh.
So if you want a cute family comedy movie, Over the Hedge is a great one to watch.
Okay.
It's about all these little creatures that live over the hedge of a residential community in the woods. Like the woods butts right up, and then the hedge is there, and then the houses start. So
Oh, nice.
Movie.
and it's their adventure of venturing into the community. I digress.
Cute little movie.
Uh,
All right. I think that might just be all of us that are attending. We probably, for
Mhm.
sake of time, should go ahead and get started.
Okay.
So first and foremost, thank you everybody for being here. We want to do a quick little introduction. So I'll go ahead and start. My name is Cassandra Melching, and I'm with the San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District. I'll pass it to you, Heather.
There you go. I'll go. Heather Hanks, Outreach and Communications Program Manager with the Valley Air District, and proud to be, on my screen, I've got one of each of my sides. It's Cass and Muddy. I'm handing you, Muddy.
Hi, I'm Marisela Velasquez, and I'm the Outreach and Communications Supervisor, bilingual, the bilingual supervisor. And I got the pleasure of meeting some of you at the Stockton Outreach, or the Stockton meeting that we had, which was my
Yes.
first time being with this group. So hi, everybody.
That was a treat for us. I just hadn't thought about the fact that Madi spends a lot of time in, we have 4 AB 617 communities, as you know, and Madi spends a lot of time in the other ones. And so it was really a nice treat to introduce her to Stockton last week. How about you, Margot?
Hi, I'm Margot Prouse. I'm a resident of the AB 617 area on the CSC. And yeah, good to be here.
I can go next. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Happy Friday. My name is Brianna Rubio, and I'm here from San Joaquin County Public Health Services.
Hello.
I'll go next. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tanisha, and I'm the EJ Program Specialist with Catholic Charities. And it was nice meeting everybody in person at that meeting.
I just realized I made sunflower your favorite flower. It wasn't you, it was Jazzy. What's your favorite flower, Tanisha?
Mine, I like rose.
Roses, okay. You're like, what? Yeah, I put it all together.
I'll pass it off to Alec.
Hello and happy Friday, everybody. Alec Castellano, Environmental Justice Coordinator at Catholic Charities Diocese of Stockton. Thank you.
Okay, I think I'm next. Esperanza Bielma with Environmental Justice Coalition for Water and part of the AB 617 committee. Happy Friday.
So I think I'm last. My name is Nancy Fletcher. I'm a staff air pollution specialist in the district support section at CARB. So I am not part of our AB 617 group, but we were looking at a couple of these Stockton meetings and wanted to get a better kind of idea of each of the different subcommittees and kind of what they're doing. So I'm just popping into a few of these meetings.
Awesome. Thank you for
So
being
thank
here.
you.
Yeah, we're totally glad to have you. And, we're the best subcommittee. I just want to throw that out there.
I didn't doubt that.
Nicely played, Nancy. Nicely played. Shoot. Sorry, Cass. I will quit interrupting.
No, you're good. You're good. So we're going to go ahead and jump into, let me share my screen and we'll do a little recap of our in-person meeting. And the key takeaways that can everybody see the Jamboard? Okay, perfect. So table 1 was discussing district outreach efforts and where do you get your air quality information. And so, quite a few people responded and said, through Purple Air, local media phone apps, Air Now, MSN Weather, mobile or local news, RAN app, Spanish media. And so that was great to see, where people are pulling their information from. The next question was,
Cass.
I'm sorry.
Let me provide a little bit of context. I know, did everybody go? I don't think Brianna made it. And Nancy, I don't know if you were at our meeting last week, but Cass is referring to what was an amazing opportunity to finally be in person again with our crew in Stockton. We had an in-person meeting in March of 2020 and then zoomed all the way until last week where we were in person again. And we took that opportunity to really kind of get in the weeds on outreach stuff. And she's describing the 3 breakout tables and the feedback we got. So just context. Okay, continue, sorry.
Yep. And then the next question was, are there media sources the Valley or district should consider using to share out air quality event information to the community? And again, great feedback was given, through newsletters, through food distribution days at the local community centers, health fairs, the building trade newspaper, Labor Union of North America. There was contacts that were given, so we're excited about that. Online digital newspaper, Stocktonia. What else? Asian Health and Healing Clinic. Apparently there's a clinic in May on the 21st. So that's something that we can definitely look to see to get information out there. So super excited for all the feedback that was given. And then, we asked the question that we want to follow. And so we wanted information on the agency, community groups, or social media handle. And so quite a few folks left their information. So we now have that so we can follow them in return. And it's just a great line of contact. Table 2, community canvassing and direct outreach. What type of in-person outreach are effective to reach out to residents? So one of the suggestions was canvassing, pros and cons, surveys, going to events, tabling, community centers, crowd canvassing, door-to-door, churches, educational events, social media, live presentations, partnering up with local government agencies, going to schools and engaging with youth, advertising in the Stockton Record. So again, all great feedback and ways that we can kind of look to get the information out there. And then we asked the question, are you going to any community events? And so some folks did say and gave a whole list of when the events will be occurring. So career fairs, Earth Days are going to be a huge one. Lots happening this month. Cinco de Mayo. There's even a celebration at Edible Schoolyard. And then there's like tree planting events, county fair, farmers markets, flea markets. That's another big one that, you know, we can kind of talk about again to help push out information, as well as some other events that are occurring in the area. And then again, table 2, community canvassing and direct outreach. As we kick off the residential air filtration measure, we'd like to hold an in-person distribution and outreach events within the boundary. Are there organizations we should partner with? And again, you know, everybody gave some really, really great organizations. The Port of Stockton, Grid Alternative, Catholic Charities, Edible Schoolyard, agricultural org county. So lots of great things. And then where within the boundary would you like to see an event? And so again, this is one that we would like to dive a little bit deeper in and see if we can actually make this come to fruition. Lewis Park, Victory Park, Wednesday evenings, they have live bands. So it sounds like there's a lot happening out in those parks. A community center, I-5 and Navy Drive, Conway Homes, and near the golf course out there. So great potential places for us to kind of look at as alternative places to get information out. And then table 3 was the Healthy Air Living Schools program outreach to the schools. So we asked if folks had any school contacts that could help us distribute information to the parents. And we were given names of individuals and their titles. So we will follow up with reaching out to them and seeing if we can help push information and funnel that into the schools. And then we also asked, do you have any school contacts that would be interested in having the Valley Air District staff give presentations? And we weren't given actual school names, but we were given contacts for the Office of Ed. So again, we'll reach out and just see if we can kind of filter down. And then we asked the question, what is the best method to outreach to parents? And people spoke up and said, you know, through flyers in multiple languages, also through Peach Jar, social media. And then a lot of school campuses hold events, you know, where it's like lunch on the lawn, donuts with dad, muffins with mom. So if we could find a way to get on campus just to kind of help get this information out there, that would be great. And then also if we could create like a Clean Air Champion Award and kind of design, you know, some way that we hold this little competition. And then if a student wins, we can give them a certificate as well as a packet of information. It's just another way to get information home. And then if we could hold radio spots, public service announcements. And I believe that was it. Yep. So that's a nice, lovely recap from last week's meeting. And now we'll go ahead. So moving in to the agenda, it kind of correlates hand in hand. You know, let's dive deep a little bit about upcoming Earth Day events and other outreach events. You know, just finding a way that we can get the information out there and, you know, share the grants that are currently available so people can take advantage of this and we can let people know. So we do know we have the Stockton Earth Day event, which we will be at. Are there any other smaller events outside of what we already have captured from the meeting? Are there any other smaller events that you guys might be aware of?
I don't know the details of it, and I don't know if Margot, you may know of that other event that was taking place over on like Yosemite Street. They were going to have something with plants or something like that.
I know some of the people. I have not heard. For some reason I lose. They don't connect with me on when things are happening, but I could reach out to them. When was that supposed to happen?
Same day as Earth Day.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Was it,
Yeah.
was it,
We're already, yeah. where we're gonna be on that day.
Was it a tree
Yeah.
planting?
No, it was like something with plants. I was just thinking that maybe,
Ship them some flyers to hand out.
yeah, like maybe put something out there, because since all of us are gonna be at Earth Day,
Right.
it would be too hard to like mobilize people at that, even if it's gonna be small. And
Right.
I think that I don't know who told me about it, but they said, we said, why were they doing it the same day as Earth Day? And they said because it starts before, and they were trying to get people, because it's so close in proximity, that they could go to both things. But I don't know. I don't think it's really good planning, but that's
Right,
just
right,
my
right.
personal opinion.
Yes. Mhm.
So the day before would have been great, because then that really gets people like, okay, you would have had something with the shops or something there. But
Legit.
I haven't
Same
heard
thing here,
anything.
SB. We have a county supervisor that put together a resource fair on the 22nd, and we're like, any other Saturday in April, really?
Mhm.
Yeah, same.
Well, Earth Day is the 23rd. Is that what you're talking about, Heather?
For you guys, yes. In the central region, there's a bunch happening the 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are able to make yours, no problem. Yeah,
Okay.
that helped
Yeah.
actually.
Let me know, SB, if I need to reach out to them to see if they're handling it. And if you want to give them flyers.
Yeah, I have, I don't know what I have left. I have to look, because we had them hand out information at the driving event that Catholic Charities did. So I know they took stuff, they took swag and all that. So I have to check back with staff like on Monday and see what we have left.
Okay.
I mean, let me see
But
if I can just print you a chunk of stuff and ship you up a box too.
Oh yeah, because then we have time to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll find out what we have, but then if you send it, that's fine, because then we'll have it.
Yeah, I mean, you'll
ready
always
to
use
go.
it.
Yeah, we do. We always use it. We have everything set aside.
Yeah, I
for
should have
that.
come up with a special stack for you that night.
No, yeah, no worries. We could definitely get that, either like you said, if you ship it, that'd be perfect.
We can do that. Yep.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay. And then, so other events that you were saying, the ask was around those dates?
No, just any others, like it could be, something that that's coming up in May or June or
Okay.
I liked a lot of, so Monty was at the table that where we talked about community canvassing and direct outreach, and I really do think some of our success, especially like little things, 50 lawnmowers, some of these direct conversations, this is how we're going to have success in the boundary. And so like I was looking at there's like a flea market on Wilson Way, the asparagus festival, we just missed that, or it's this weekend maybe. But
yeah.
But stuff like that, like do the community centers, everybody mentioned them, but do they do little like somebody said there's a food giveaway once a month at one of them, or a couple of them, like we should be at those. I think these are the things that are going to help us mobilize in the short term while we're waiting for big project plans to come together.
So when you say in terms of like us being there, since we don't have the mini grants anymore, like, do you mean like for you all to be there? Or
like sometimes if it's possible, we'll go, absolutely, right? Or if you had a presence there, anyway, and could connect somebody, hand off flyers, since you're going to be there, you wouldn't be talking our spiel, but you might be just the connection to deliver information. And then we still need to sit down and sort of map out what we could do with you guys when these project plans sort of
yeah, because so even like some of the details, like some of the notes that were up there, like we did have people, right, like at all those events, like for the like the music in the park, and then because you're giving them swag or whatever, then like the people were actually walking around and interacting, with the flyering plus the swag, like they were literally walking around, because if you're at that kind of an event, they have a certain time that you don't want to bother people because they're at the concert. Right. And then if you're tabling, they're not necessarily going to go up to your table, right? Because it's a sitting
That's
down.
all they're there for. Yeah.
Yeah, they're sitting down having fun with their friends and eating and watching the concert. So that being said, then like our folks found a way to like strategically move in there and give them the information. And so, and then they had a lot of questions because it was like either in between sets or as, things were getting going. So So yeah, anything you need me to revamp on that, and then we can like plug in all the other pieces. Are we still utilizing that? That's, remember we had like a
Yeah.
spreadsheet. I don't know if Juan
Yeah.
or somebody had done that.
Oh,
Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Let me see if that's still linked on our, I know what you're talking about.
Because that way we could view it and look at the dates and we could
Yeah.
plug it in.
Yep. Let me see. There's the mini grant application. There's the tracker. Yeah, where is that link? That is a real, I thought we had posted it and shared it.
Yeah.
I'm
Because I think
on-
that'll help us get us back on track and organized.
Outreach subcommittee, click. I see our outreach measures. I see our video from last night. I do not see that. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about, and I'll find it. I'll
Are
track
you
that
looking
down.
for,
That-
are you
that
looking for it
Google
in our
Doc.
files?
Yeah, the Google Doc that we were tracking.
Events.
Oh, there it
Events.
is. No,
Mhm.
that's not it.
I was gonna say, I see it online, but
Yeah.
I have to go look for it is online.
It is, yeah.
Under outreach resource, here, I'll share my screen just so the group can
Yeah,
see.
perfect. Thank you.
I'm here in the, I clicked on outreach
Ah,
resources
thank you, Marty. I was on the wrong one.
and then Stockton event tracker.
There it is.
Yeah.
But it's old, so we need to update
Yeah.
So
it.
we need to update it.
All right, so that's
Yeah.
definitely an action item out of today's meeting. Let's make that more prominent, get back to updating that. And I think we even add a column. So what we've learned in even our event work is we take notes now and we talk about like, who do we reach? What was sort of the connection, the basis, what type of attendees were they? So we can evaluate. We obviously don't have enough breadth to be everywhere. But if we knew it was like an event you were going to be at, right? We might check the box, put your name in that square and mobilize ourselves at a different location. And then if like, Margot, you guys have an event for, the clubs you're involved. If you guys are going to those things anyway, that's kind of what we were talking about last week. We'll mail you a packet to hand out at that event, and whatever you'd like to do.
Brianna put a notice in the chat for an annual Healthy Kids Day on April 29th. That sounds like
nice.
a perfect place
Yes.
to do some.
I'll put the link in the chat box.
Fantastic. Thank you. That's a
No
good one.
problem.
It's not something I can be at. Tracy's having their Earth Day that day, but
Yeah, so that's a little better. We have some folks going to Visalia that day, but we should be able to mobilize and take advantage of this too, if it's not too late to register.
well, and I wonder if the asthma people might be at the Healthy Kids Day.
You would think, huh? Well, it's their 9th annual. Wow. Okay. Weber Point is further north, right?
No, it's
Is it in the boundary?
right downtown, right?
Oh,
Downtown.
we're good.
Yes, it's in downtown
It's
Stockton.
downtown.
Right where we had our meeting the other night.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
right by there.
dang.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
More or less. It's a pretty area.
Well, for sure, in terms of the neighborhood associations, like the Yosemite Village is, they have events. And I don't know who has that schedule. They're on social media.
Yeah, okay.
And they have the Yosemite Village, like they have different components of it on social media. But what I had discussed previously is to have something, support the local place there, the coffee shop that they have, and then maybe have like a mini, like a pop-up kind of event, right? Like have like the EV out there on the lawnmower.
Right.
And
Get
then,
some mowers and trade outs going. Yeah.
Yeah. And that way, we can talk to the owner and ask her what's the best time to do that, right? Like what's the good date and time, so that way she could tell us when she has, more folks, and then you just add the announcement so that others can come. I can't remember the name of her coffee place.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of the coffee place.
Oh,
Is
cool.
it Sierra?
Awesome.
Yeah. So I think that would be good,
Yeah. See, I like that kind of stuff. And then I really do. I think we're right? We need to do quite a bit more like that in the same vein as we did our show and tell in the rain.
So if you do like that one there at that coffee shop, and then the other place in what's it called? Boggs Track. In Boggs Track, there's a little Mexican restaurant place, and they're only open certain hours. And they have like a little gravel parking lot, what have you. But I'm sure like if we talk to them, that would be another place, and they're open during certain times. And then you could do the same thing. So the place on the Yosemite Street, it's called Terra Coffee, Terra. And they're a really nice couple that owns that. And so I can ask them and get back to you like on what's the best date, for them.
Timing wise.
Yeah, timing wise. And then the same thing with the Mexican restaurant, because there's nothing really out there like that over in Boggs Track. But I mean, because that's kind of like if we support them and then do something, I know, get some coffee or over there, get some tacos or something. And then that way people will come, and then we have our swag, and then like you said, do the trade out or that. I mean, we'll definitely get traction that way.
Okay.
Those events have proven to be very good outside of the bad weather that we had. The one for Stockton, but we're noticing.
I mean, I think in that same concept, go to the coffee shop. What if we went, like, do you see in those communities, do people go out to Van Buskirk and Stribley and the community centers? Are they hubs like I envision community centers to be? Or are they just hosting food drop-offs and distributions?
Not
and
really.
recreational stuff?
We do some of our CalFresh programming there, and I wouldn't necessarily say they're like hubs. They just do a lot of like food distribution. They do have a lot of programming for seniors. And then they do see a couple there. You do see youth, they do use the gyms to play basketball sports and stuff.
Okay. But potentially we could connect with the senior population of that area.
Yes.
Okay.
The seniors would be good, like Brianna said. And the other thing is that for that food distribution, we did that for like one of our campaigns that we were doing. I think it was like the COVID one or what have you.
Right.
And that really worked as well, because then you're there.
A lot of people, and those people live there, right? I mean, they're not driving from hours away. They're coming from away.
Yeah. It's local people.
Tanisha, I see your hand.
Yeah, hi Heather. So the community centers you're talking about, they are used for more than just food distribution. People do host events there, or host meetings and stuff like that. I know that for TCC grant, we our community engagement team kind of meets there with the climate leaders once every week, once every month and stuff like that. So they do host events.
Okay. Do they have like an event calendar?
Probably online.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I feel like we need to, at minimum, somebody had suggested that one of those centers has a pretty robust newsletter that announces things, and that if we could just, a note that says, hey, look for extra information at this coming date or whatever, try and plug ourselves in somehow.
Yeah, maybe if we can, plan something like to host like an outreach event there for some time,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool. I think we should. And then kind of what like the concept we've still been brainstorming, and eventually I know we will do, is maybe we do just that. And it's the kind of show, and it's a combo, bring out hearth retailers, bring out sample mowers, bring out a test drive for a car, and like create a whole fun little, one-stop shop event, maybe some food trucks, and just do up a little event on a afternoon. And we are due for that.
I think that when we do this outreach event, like you're talking about, if we do the pop-up and we have everything that's available that they can tap into right now at this time.
Yep.
And then if we add and start putting in the piece until we figure out like on the, for the EV mechanic, but at least we can have the Delta College information for them so that
I mean,
that way they know.
when I really put our minds to it, SPA, and I think about it, we could have, I mean, it would take a lot of us and a lot of all of us, but we could have a heck of an event, assuming 3 months down the road, like I'm dreaming out down the road, assuming we have this amazing response from CARB and we get the project plan for clean air rooms going, and we could do filtration, wildfire information, CGYM, trade out your car, trade out your mower, all of it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, like a one-stop, like air shop or something. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
So that way they can get everything at one time.
Cool.
Heather, I'm going to go ahead and put Stephanie House's contact information. She is the recreation coordinator, and she's actually the person that we coordinate all of our programming and classes with. If she can't help you, I'm sure she can connect you with someone who can.
Yay! That's awesome, Brianna. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes, that's gold right there. Cool. Awesome sauce. Copy. I'm gonna. And the good news was we dealt with some nice contact. I want to say in the rec department, not that name, but to book that venue last week. So I was like, well, we can make friends and get into those community centers one way or another. Oh, and just a little sidebar feedback for you guys. We I mean, this is literally the product of being able to meet and confer in person. It's got to be, right? So in the interactions last week, it became apparent that the community air monitoring team was struggling. And I mean, it's nothing new. It's every community, but trying to co-locate air monitoring equipment, shared places, shared space, and get leases set up, etc. They had been trying to get a hold of, I think, several of those community centers. Well, anyway, the one that was in the council member who attended the meeting's purview, she was like, I'm going to make a phone call tomorrow. So like, she made it sound like, in the next motion, she would make sure that air monitoring equipment found its path to her community center. And I'm like, yeah, those are the conversations that don't occur unless, you're gathering and sharing and collaborating. So anyway, that was a cool little win for us, we thought. I can tell you guys about that.
Definitely exciting. Good.
Tanisha, I don't know if you know this or not, and I apologize for putting you on the spot, but on this list that we have for the churches, like for the church bazaars that take place for the Catholic churches, would they allow information like that there?
I don't have any direct contact with anybody. My field to answer this question, but I don't see why they let us have any information out there. And they also have their newsletter goes out, so maybe we could ask for a spotlight on their newsletters.
Shoot, we would pay for a slide on the newsletter. I mean, in the scheme of things.
I know to get on the newsletter, you usually, right, there's usually a small fee.
Yeah.
And then it's all the secretaries from the churches that put out the bulletin in English and Spanish.
Wow.
That's at mass. So then that whole
right.
kind of like that flyer. I don't know if it's been updated. The one that we use, remember, that had everything on it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the one that had the little images and it had the lawnmower and all that.
Yeah.
So maybe if that one is still relevant, and then something like an image like that, because then it would be all of the programs that they could do with the QR code to put that in the bulletin.
Yep. I agree with you.
Well, in the bulletins, right? Because it'd be more than one church for the AB 617 region.
This one, right?
Yeah.
On the right screen. I don't even know what
I think that's it. Yeah. That's the one.
And depending on us, we can update this as things go. Yes. Okay. And I'll get you more of these too in my messages to you. Cool.
Come to think of it, I don't know if they fall into the AB 617 boundary, but we did do a DIY air filtration system back in September at St. Anthony's.
Oh,
it's a school, so it falls within the church.
That actually, we will need to call back Naomi, one of our original members. Is she still on the committee? Gosh, I haven't seen her in some time, but the principal at that school. Yes, that's a good spot we should go to. Maybe that's our end to that whole network of churches, because she probably is dialed into the ones specifically in the boundary too, since she's in the boundary.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna write this.
Are you talking about the lady that works at St. George's?
Oh, it's St. George's. That's a different school, huh?
Uh-huh.
But it's St. George's.
Yeah,
is in the
St.
boundary,
George
too.
All Saints Academy.
Oh, okay.
That's the school we went to.
Yes, to do
Mhm.
your outreach.
Mhm.
Okay.
So then, and then you have a big, like the cathedral is there, that's like near Victory Park. And so then that one you have the English and Spanish masses, and you have like a lot of folks there as well. That we would be able to hit, but it's doing the events and then getting into the bulletin.
Got it.
Getting into that bulletin, it sounds like that would just be a really, really
Yeah.
efficient
And
way
we
to get this
will happily
information
make
out.
the donation and whatever is necessary. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's, yeah, you just contact the secretary and then like how, if we get the flyer in there that has the QR code on the actual bulletin, that'll work. Cause then it's
Okay.
constant messaging.
I also wanted to let you know just sort of the swell of requests that have come based on Dr. Farrell's feedback last meeting and several points of feedback from our other communities. We are investigating kind of across the board the potential for a direct mail piece about burning trash, about not burning trash. For you guys, for Fresno, for staff, for all of our communities. So just that's sort of percolating a little higher level because I think we're going to hit everybody. But I just wanted you to know we heard it as a priority and we are moving forward.
So it's gonna be a direct mail piece for not burning trash.
Right, that it's illegal to burn trash. So the big billboards we used today focused in on the fact that it was illegal. If we're smart and do this right, we would hopefully hit on the health impacts and the illegality in one sort of message. The negative health impacts, I should say. But Dr. Farrell was also okay with billboards, but I do know there's a lot of interest in direct mail. We also know that it takes a lot of direct mail to really resonate, but we also know that since COVID happened and the way everything's changing, billboards are hard to come by. It's crazy. So we might, have to envision our strategy. We'll see. Where are we at on our agenda, Cass?
So we're currently just discussing other potential outreach strategies. So we talked about the churches. Are there any other neighborhood associations or, any other entities that we could partner up with to help get the information out?
I think we said that one from Yosemite
Yep, I
Street
got
was
that one.
one. And then Margot, isn't there another association with the people doing the whole thing with Pershing? With the on and off ramp that's taking place over there? I think it's with Caltrans.
Like a group against it, or?
That was Katja and Miguel. I think, I don't know. I never hear officially. I'd have to reach out to them and find out, but I wonder if they're the same entity. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I know that Mary Elizabeth had said something about that there was like a group, and I think they were just, the community was like coming together as far as like they were informing them, kind of like the whole thing that's taking place over on Country Club, where they're having like the different like meetings, like focus meetings.
In Country Club? I don't know.
They have one for the Country Club improvement. And she said that they had that one, they haven't been in person, they were all online, but I think there was also the same thing happening for whatever construction's taking place over in Pershing.
That's good.
So I guess we have to get back to you all on that, unless Tanisha or anybody else knows about that Persian group.
That's what we could do some digging.
But I
too.
do know that there's also like a mosque. I don't know if it falls within the 6-7 boundary, 617 boundary.
Okay.
It's an Islamic mosque. I believe it's on West Lane.
Okay. I'll look it
Oh,
up.
it doesn't. On West Lane. So then, the Persian group, we could try to find out, but then in our action items, that list that we have, we could put it on there and that way we can make sure that we do follow up with you all on that.
Okay. Got that one too. Yeah.
Which street did you say the Islamic mosque was on? Sorry,
West Lane.
West Lane. Okay. If I can do some digging and look to see.
Back to the next subcommittee meeting, Friday, June 9th. I wish Steph was here. I didn't catch the latest update as to what we thought the timing would be, but we are definitely eager to hopefully, set in motion something for our clean air room concept ahead of wildfire season. So eager for those details to sort of fall into place. And I figure that's probably our next big opportunity to really dig deep on whatever we're going to try and do, outreach wise. I did not make it to the regulatory and enforcement meeting yesterday. Did anybody here make it? Did that go okay? No. Yeah, how'd it go, Nancy?
I was at that one. Was Alec there too? I think maybe.
Oh, okay. Lots of good conversations coming out of it, and now we just sort of, in our holding pattern to get that one off the ground.
My Wi-Fi was out of commission, so I'm gonna have to watch it after the fact.
I was in a different meeting, but I'm gonna have to watch it too.
But it was an interesting topic, the indirect source role is just, hopefully we'll.
It's a meaty topic too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
All righty. So I think
Too.
I am so sorry, Tanisha.
An air monitor, but
We only got the words air monitor. You sounded a little digital.
okay, I'm sorry. So I was saying reaching out to school is also on the agenda. So I wanted to let you know that Claremont Elementary School, it doesn't fall into the boundary zone and it doesn't fall in South Stockton, but the principal was interested in hosting an air monitor last year, but it kind of fell through. I just didn't get my hands around it.
Fairmont, F with an F? Or
Claire, yes.
C?
C.
Okay.
Yeah. It's on Pyrenees Avenue.
Okay.
So I was wondering if somebody with from the district and Catholic Charities can do a presentation regarding air quality and stuff like that to the kids, and just have some sort of like interactive activity and some handouts for the kids. And like I said, the principal was very interested. I just kind of fell through with it.
No worry. I mean, we definitely care about air quality across the valley, regardless of maybe 617. We would love to go talk to them. Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
what
then,
is the context name? Or it doesn't matter. We just should call down there.
Actually, I'll have to check. I should have her email still. I forgot, but I also need to check. She's still the principal there. But yeah, Yeah, so I think that would be a wonderful opportunities, you know, seeing Lodi School District host air monitors, maybe Stockton air monitors would do the same.
Got it. Yep, agree. And we'd be happy to present there. And actually Cass is our San Joaquin County schools rep. So the right person's in the room.
Okay, yeah, maybe I should email her back and see if she's still interested and if they would like us to come out there.
Yep. And at minimum, we can, certainly provide insight through our air monitoring team on, really the pitfalls for them. Even if it can't be something that's funded out of AB 617, the air monitoring resources there, it definitely doesn't mean we wouldn't be able to inform it and help them get something going. Yeah.
Got it. Thanks.
Ooh, cool. Brianna found a Juneteenth event. Thank you, Brianna. Saw that in the chat just now. I missed that minutes ago. And this is also good because we can, if we can look out past like the last week of April, we can all breathe again. Juneteenth is a good one. Oh, cool. At the same Weber Points Event Center, 10 to 6. Oh, yes. That looks like we need to be involved. June 17th. Fun picture. Oh, wow. What a cool resource. Thank you, Brianna. The San Joaquin Juneteenth Foundation. So anyway, literally these conversations, exactly what we just did here, what we did last week in the meeting, this is kind of more of what we're going to keep doing, making the connections and leaning on each other to push this stuff forward. Oh, look, we have a countdown, 63 days, 19 hours, 10 minutes till that.
I know, I love that.
They're all about it.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
So I'm very excited for the upcoming weeks of outdoor lovely activities. We will bring some raffle prizes so that we're hopefully generating some interest. We also, this is our inside baseball. We wouldn't say this like in the main committee meeting, but we're someday maybe hoping to potentially invest in a mascot that comes out of our Healthy Our Hero Kids book. We've got 4 characters to choose from. We do a lot of peer review with our air districts across the state, and our Sacramento friends have found incredible value and attraction based on their mascot, so much so they're buying a second one. And what it does, back to what we were talking about, even at the under the music events where people aren't coming to you for information. Well, now you show up in some spaces with a mascot and people flock to it for various reasons, kids and otherwise. And then suddenly the handler can share all the good details of what that mascot represents and the opportunities therein. So we are percolating on that.
I think she said they're looking to get 2 more.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've really figured it out. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good investment for them. Yeah. All righty. So next steps, coming up, we've got the discuss residential air filtration program. And then our next subcommittee meeting will be Friday, June 9th at 2 p.m.
Oh, I saw that email come in. You were probably just going to say it, but we had checked in with our grants team. And through the very limited word of mouth, like the flyer that has mowers and cars and things, the generic AB 617 flyer for Stockton references it. That's really the only tangible outreach we've done for mowers, right? Direct outreach we haven't done because we didn't want to put a swell of applicants when there wasn't resources. Well, we have done 7 trade outs. Yay! 7 AB 617 mower trade outs have occurred in your community through word of mouth. So yay.
Gotta keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I know. We need to hit 50 and then get some more funds in there and have a big event.
Yeah, we could do it. We could do it.
I think once we do that one stop one, and then we can push people to that'll work.
Yeah.
At some of those locations.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, do you have anything else for the good of the cause, Cass?
No, that's about it. Got all our
We definitely have a lot of work in front of us, which we're happy about.
Yeah. Any last minute questions? No. All righty. Well, I thank all of you for your attendance and for your time, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a wonderful weekend.
Have a good Earth Day next week.
Beautiful out there.
See you out in Victory
Thank
Park.
you.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you. Thanks for the
everybody.
info, all of
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Appreciate it.